What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Lando Success. We have some crazy stuff going on in the world right now. And I know on my channel I talk about finance, I talk about ways to make money, and sometimes I talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. So in this video, I just want to give my thoughts and my opinions about what's going on and educate some people within the process. And whatever companies I'm affiliated with, this is not their thoughts, just my thoughts. You got Omar in the back. So basically, I had a few videos we was going to talk about today, but mainly this is what the people want to talk about. So let's get the people what they want. What is this? What basically happened, right? So back in 1973 was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States generally protect pregnant women's liberty to choose to have an abortion. So back in 73, they basically came out like, look, women have the rights for Planned Parenthood or whatever you want to call it to be able to have their own abortion, right? My personal opinion is when you're younger, you have unprotected sex, you make mistakes, everybody didn't have parents to give them the game, you're young and dumb. So you're possibly going to mess up, you're possibly going to make mistakes. When you get older, you get more conscious, and you're not just going to be out aborting babies. But then again, you do have unforeseen circumstances. Majority of women that don't speak out have incest, have rape, have a lot of stuff go on where, in my opinion, you shouldn't force somebody to be able to have a baby if they don't want to have it. Just, I don't know. The white supremacists are crazy. They just want to control completely everything. Jesus. All right, so let's see what's going on. The Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade Friday, holding that there is no longer a federal constitutional right to an abortion. Going forward, abortion rights will be determined by states unless Congress acts. Read the court's opinion right here. You can read that. So the next thing people want to know is which states are completely handling this. CNN correspondent maps of the 26 states that may ban abortion. So let's skip past this ad.
Actually affect you no matter how or where you are watching right now. 13 states have these so-called trigger laws in place for this very circumstance of Roe being overturned, meaning laws that go into effect very quickly now to ban abortion, according to the abortion rights group, the Guttmacher Institute. For example, in Kentucky, Louisiana, and South Dakota, it happens immediately, meaning if you had an appointment this morning at 8 for this procedure, you could go through with it. From here on out, no, you cannot, according to what their law has planned there. Then we move to a second group, the next level, abortion bans to be enforced 30 days after Roe is overturned. That includes Idaho, Texas, and Tennessee. And then come a half dozen states where officials would need to certify their legislation as legally valid before their bans will kick in. That includes North Dakota, Wyoming, Utah, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Now, this could be incredibly quick, or it could take maybe a few days, according to Guttmacher, so they could, in effect, be immediate or a couple of days. And finally, we add in the states that have old, unenforced abortion bans, which could now be enforced, and those that passed bans under Roe, which were blocked by courts. Altogether, you get a whopping 26 states certain or likely to ban abortion, and that's compared to just 16 states and D.C. with laws to protect abortion rights, states which even now are preparing for an influx of patients crossing state lines seeking care. And you can imagine what it will be like in Illinois, where it's surrounded on all sides with states that that either have already or very quickly will ban abortion. So what is the severity of these bans? What are we looking at here? Missouri has eyes on targeting even non-residents. If you were to pass through and conceive a child, they would continue on that with if you got an abortion elsewhere. So the laws are very severe. Big steps out here that affect every community.
That's so crazy, because even driving through a state, you can be affected, man. People are giving their opinions. Trump praised the Supreme Court ruling, calling it the biggest win for life in a generation. Former President Donald Trump praises the Supreme Court undoing of national abortion protection, calling it the biggest win for life in a generation, in a statement hours after the decision was handed down on Friday. Today's decision along with other decisions that has been announced recently, were only made possible because I delivered everything as promised, including nominating and getting 3 highly respected and strong constitutionalists confirmed to the United States Supreme Court, Trump said. Ooh, boy, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts about this? This is crazy. I even seen on the Shade Room, breaking, Planned Parenthood in Arkansas has canceled all scheduled abortions. Literally, so if you had an abortion scheduled today, they are canceling it. Dr. Janet Cathy with Planned Parenthood and Little Rock just spoke with ABC News. She said they have already started calling women to tell them that they're going to have to make alternate plans, which for some of them would mean driving 6 hours one way to get an abortion in another state. Ooh, boy, oh boy, this is wild. Then I seen Nancy Pelosi, her response.
Because of Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, and the Republican Party, their supermajority in the Supreme Court, American women today have less freedom than their mothers. With Roe and their attempt to destroy it, radical Republicans are charging ahead with their crusade to criminalize health freedom. In the Congress, be aware of this, the Republicans are plotting a nationwide abortion ban. They cannot be, because of Donald.
Today, the Republican-controlled Supreme Court has achieved the GOP dark and extreme goal of ripping away women's rights and make their own reproductive health decision. Ooh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Nancy say they are looking to do a nationwide one. What's your honest thoughts on that, man? It's tough. I'm not a woman, so I only can give so much, insight. I just know, in my opinion, it's not right. I believe that, white supremacy, they are pro-life because white woman birth rate is at an all-time low. So they like, look, we need to do whatever we can to keep babies and keep people on this earth because you got more melanated people taking over. But that's on a different conscious side. Let me know what y'all thoughts, man. I'm Lando Says. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's wild.